Alright, hello, and welcome back to my mic definitely didn't just ruin the first 30 seconds of this,
At
but,
least it was just the first 30 seconds.
yeah, not the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Welcome back, fans, to the Detroit Keeps Winning podcast. Just kidding, it's not the actual name, but we are thriving at the moment, Embers are being formed. Not a full fire yet, just like some hot
I
coals.
mean, yeah, some of these teams you can, start getting excited a little bit about.
Yes, it's very nice. Got that
I mean, we
number
can we
one
can go
overall.
over, each one of them individually for the
Well,
most
I don't
part,
really
but
know so much about the Red Wings and the Tigers, but
I can kind of explain those.
Lions are making alright
Yeah.
moves, and the Pistons have been given a
Pistons.
gift.
Yes, they just got the number one draft pick, which they have not had since 1970, when they drafted one of our boss's favorite players.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty
say his
sure
name.
anytime I bring up basketball, Bob Lanier.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time we bring up basketball with him, he claims that he's like the greatest player he's ever seen play.
See, that's one thing about people who like watch basketball back in the day. They'll
Yeah,
be like,
it's a
"Oh, no
different
one could
sport.
play like him," and I'd be like, "Oh, that's weird. James Harden just got 14 assists in a quarter.
Yeah, I know, right?
Crazy."
But
But
yes,
yeah,
the
no.
Pistons have been blessed.
Yes, we've gotten good things.
Honestly, even if they would have just got the number two pick, they would have been
Yeah. I mean,
blessed.
listen. Just take Cade Cunningham's. He'll be okay. He's a tall motherfucker.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
6'8", but he's a point guard, so he's like Ben Simmons, but I guess he can shoot. So
But yeah, I guess people were saying that you put Killian at point guard and put him at a shooting guard.
it's a tall ass shooting guard. It's a proper
Yeah,
old school shooting guard.
back to Rip baby, Rip days.
Ooh, yes. What a great time too, because didn't he just get put in the Hall of Fame?
Rip? No,
But no, which one of them did?
Ben Wallace just did.
Yeah, Ben Wallace. What I think that. But still, great
I
time
think
nonetheless.
Rip's been in there.
I'm not really
He
sure.
should if he's not, because like before us, he was great with the Bulls. I think.
I really don't know who he used to play for him, to be
I
honest.
forget who we got Rip from.
The only good thing is the top three fucking picks. Well, according to sportingnews.com, they're all pretty okay.
Yeah, as long as they
They're
pick
all
any of
shoot.
those
I
three,
mean,
it should be Cade Cunningham. But as long as they pick
yeah.
any of those three,
I don't think we need a center, but who knows? Kind of
true.
just need some offense. You know,
Yeah,
get the
but
ball into the net.
yeah, that exactly.
I don't know, man. I'm just so sick of seeing us get like layups. Like it's good,
Yeah,
but
they only get you so far.
yeah. I mean, if you want to like compete at all in this league, you literally have to be able to shoot the ball. As you
Yeah,
can see
yeah,
with the
that's
fucking 76ers. That was
Ben
tough.
Simmons really fucked that, huh?
Yeah. Everyone's like, you see why Kylie chose Devin Booker over Ben Simmons now, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Everyone made fun of her. Look where she is now.
Yeah. So
Still
actually,
somehow
this
richer
this
than me for
brings
no
up
reason.
my. I was listening to '90s Film One on the way home, and they were
Ooh.
saying, so does something like this take? Because they said in terms of Detroit sports fandom, it was Lions 1, Tigers 2, Red Wings 3, Pistons 4. Does this
Okay.
move the Pistons up at all in excitement, or in fact, not even just in terms of ranking, but does this because they've been bad for a
I
while?
have always thought that the Tigers are last. Well, actually, I don't like the Red. I don't like hockey that much. I watch it now because I bet on
But
it.
either way, in
But I know they're
general,
good.
the Pistons have been seen
Pistons
as
are
just
higher
the
than the
worst out of the
Tigers.
four for a
Yes.
while. Does this
Yes.
put them above the other teams for most people
Tigers,
now?
100%.
Tigers
100% above
probably.
the Tigers.
For
Red
me,
Wings, you'd have to elaborate on that. I don't really know everything going on in the
well, for me,
organization.
not the Red Wings just because I like hockey more. But
Mm,
I think in terms of where they're at, probably.
yeah, I don't know. And the Lions are, the head coach is doing good things
It's
now.
just exciting right
Yeah.
now with the Lions
Jared
because you
Goff pulled the anime moment and said, just
yeah
watch me.
you don't know where they're gonna go.
No. They could be terrible this year, but I think we get at least 5 wins. There's an extra game in there, too. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I think they'll be all right.
If you can't pull 5, like, bruv, come on now.
But yeah,
Brother, stop.
with looking at the Tigers, it's hard to say because Their young pitching has been doing a lot better, and the guy they just pulled up, Matt Manning, actually got his first win today.
Ooh.
So, and he looked very, I don't want to say very good, but he looked pretty good. He pitched almost 6 full innings. He only gave up 2 runs on, I think it was 5 hits.
It's not bad.
So, I mean, they did fine, and they've won. They did a 2-game sweep of the Cardinals, which they are one of the better teams in the NL Central. I know they're a little banged up right now, but
Yeah. I
next
mean,
they're
right now
going
it's
up
weird too
against
'cause they changed
Houston,
the
so
pitching
that's
rules.
a nice
The Astros
4-game
are on
homestand
fire right
against
now.
Houston. Yeah, and Houston's pooping on people.
I told you at work. How the fuck do you go from winning 18-2 to go to winning 3-2? Like what the fuck, dude?
Better
How
pitching?
do you that dude did have a no-hitter for a while, but then there was a rain delay and they took him out.
Yeah, and then talking about
I'd
the
be
Tigers'
fucking
minor league
pissed.
system, it's good because all their pitching prospects are starting to come up, so that's good. But then you got hitting prospects. Your 3 best are in Double A right now. And
That's
Riley
tough,
Green, well,
actually.
that's not that bad because there's a lot of players that come straight from Double A to majors because a lot of people say Double A and Triple A really don't vary that much.
I
So
know, but it just
it,
sounds worse,
it does
100%.
sound weird. Well, but you also have to think about it is Torkelson probably could have been up this year if there was a season last year, but he didn't play any professional games
Yeah.
until this year, and he started off really slow, but he got really hot and moved up to Double A. And then Riley Green is only 20 because they
Yeah, I
drafted
mean,
him out of
yeah,
high
he's
school.
literally, we're older than him.
But yeah, I know. But he's also doing really good in Double A, so he could probably come up later on this year. So it's really tough, and they have number 3 pick this. I think number 3, yeah. So we'll see what happens with that.
It's one
And
thing that's really
then
weird about
that's
the
yeah,
Tigers and the Pistons that the team's so young.
yeah. Like the
Like
Tigers
Tigers are a
really
little
don't have
older.
that many old on the team except for Cabrera.
Yeah,
And
but like
Scope's kind of old. He's not old, but he's older. He's a
older.
veteran.
Yeah, more veteran player.
Yeah. So like the Tigers, it's really hard to say because you'll have to see what they do trade wise. You have to see who they draft this year, and that's the problem with the MLB draft. Is you don't see those players for a few years, especially if you draft them out of high school.
Yeah, that one is kind of tough because then they just play
So
in the lower
we'll
orgs.
see. And then on another note, did you hear about this Nationals Phillies game today?
No, what's up?
The final score was Nationals 13, Phillies 12.
What the fuck happened, dude? That's an
I
absolute
don't
that's
know,
just
but I
Run
heard
City.
they just kept going back and forth.
Yeah, they just
And
that seems like an MLB game. Did they start starting people at second?
I mean, yeah,
The
they
fuck?
must have had to start putting position players on or some shit. But
That's been happening so much recently. Why has that? I know they talked about it
once
on
you
the
get to a
John
certain
Boy.
point, you don't want to either A, use any relievers, or B, you don't have any usable relievers, so you have to put
Mm.
somebody in. And
I still think you should be able to go yard on them. Fuck it, they put him on the mound.
I mean, most people don't care.
Yeah, but listen, ESPN loves to put out those fucking rage
Yeah.
clickbait things. Or Twitter. Sometimes Twitter's annoying about it too. Be like, the disrespect to the position player on the mound. Shouldn't have got up
And
there then.
the other funny thing is, a lot of these pitchers, they're getting checked, and most of them don't seem to mind.
No,
Like,
they all have a smile on their face.
a lot, yeah,
Usually.
like DeGrom was smiling. I know Darvish, thanked them after he fucking got it done. And then I think today
Yeah.
Otani was pitching, and he, was smiling on the mound.
Otani was laughing, dude. He was
Yeah,
cheesing. I
yeah,
saw
and the
clips of it on
only
Twitter.
reason Scherzer was pissed, which I can understand, is because it was his 3rd time, and that one was mid-inning. And it's because Joe Girardi was being a bitch,
Listen, they
and was
show the
like,
rules every time before the game now, and they have the right to do it whenever they want.
well, no, but this one was because Joe Girardi told them to, because he's like, well, I'd never seen Scherzer touch his hair that way.
That's dumb.
Yeah, that's the only reason he got searched that 3rd time, because he called the umps over and told them that. So that's why he was. That's the one where he was
I don't
pissing.
know.
He was pulling off his belt and shit. The only one that I've seen actually be upset was Sergio Romo, and he was just acting
Why?
like a fucking kid. I don't know, but he literally did the Scherzer, but he actually pulled his pants down. Like he threw his shit on the ground, took his belt off, and started pulling his pants down. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa! You don't gotta do that. And keep it on.
Yeah, it is. It is a little annoying, but at the same time, I don't know, it's kind of a compliment, isn't it? If they just do it mid-inning, means you're throwing
Yeah.
some fucking gas with some movement.
But for the most part, from what I've heard, you've seen a lot of these, pitchers, the ones that have been, rumored to be cheating. You've seen their spin rates come down, and you're seeing their RPMs coming down, and they're getting hit a little bit.
I mean, yeah, that's. I mean, everyone knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's on the average, it was gonna go down just
And the
because it was
funny
such a
thing
dead
is,
ball year too.
the White Sox are one of the bigger ones that's happening too, because I know
Yeah, and then
Giolito
I
got
see
lit up
White
yesterday.
Sox fans being like, "Oh, our pitchers don't need that." Shut the fuck up, man! You guys are like in the running for the worst.
You know what's
at
funny?
it.
There's no way that Giolito went from, I think he had one of the worst ERAs in the league
Yeah.
to the best in like a year.
Who's fuck? Who's that one dude I always talk about? I forget his name all the time. He's a
Oh,
pitcher on there though.
uh,
Just throws
um,
cutters and
uh,
two seams.
yeah. What the fuck's his
Yeah,
name?
you don't get that kind of fucking movement unless you're doing something, dude. I've never seen something like that. That's crazy.
Why can't I not think of his name?
I don't know, but he's fun to watch pitch. Just he's a fucking bastard. Chad shit, I love it.
He is goofy watch pitch, yeah.
Yeah. But like he doesn't throw many like crazy things, which is weird that no one was hitting off him. But then you watch
Did he
that ball
pitch
move and
today?
it's like crazy.
Let's see his pitch today. Oh, what
But
the
yeah,
fuck is his
it
name?
people are hitting more now, so it's good. See more fucking
Lance
bar
Lynn.
or ball. Yeah, there it is.
And in fucking Scope is on a goddamn tear.
Yes.
I think they said
He's
it's what
heating up.
10 home runs and 29 RBIs in the month of June.
How many games though has he played total?
I think in June it's. I saw it earlier. Or actually,
Yeah,
hold
like
on.
how high is that
Fuck,
average?
I didn't do that.
Is it like 10 home runs in like 30 games or like 27
Let's
games?
see. 10 home runs, 21 RBIs in 19 games.
That's pretty impressive,
In
actually.
June, he's batting. This is from with 18 games. This guy tweeted out 365 with 9 home runs and 19 RBIs, and that was before today.
And he fucking hit a yard ball today.
Yeah.
Hopefully he wins me some money. Let's do a little live check on those. I know that I already got the one on for his game for just getting.
What were the other ones?
I'll tell you. One of them got voided. I don't know why. I'll tell you that real quick.
Well, that's because neither Otani nor Gossman can get the win.
Tough.
They're in
No,
the
it was-
top of the 13th right now.
No, it was Brewers -1. The game.
I think that game got
voided.
rained out.
Oh, is that what happened?
Wait, no. Why did that get rained out? Why did that get... What? They won. How did that...
I don't know. It just got voided. I gotta look at it. All right, but here's the rest of the bets, boys. I have Giants Angels. I got Gosman getting the win, and the Cardinals Tigers. I had Scoop getting over half a hit, so one hit, and got that. And then I got the Astros Orioles -1.5.
Well, they're up 7-0 right now, so...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were fucking dumping on us. So really, it just comes down to fucking Gosman getting the win.
Which he can't, so I don't know how they're gonna rule that.
I think they just void it, or I just don't get the fucking thing, and it's a loss.
That's tough. That's tough.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
And then, yeah, if you want to talk Red Wings, it's really hard to say where they're at. It really
They a
is.
little lost in the process.
No. They're going forward well, but they're getting fucked by the draft lottery. So, the NHL is one of those leagues where you either have to find a diamond in the rough or have a superstar to compete. And, like, if you're not going to get that number 1 draft pick, you really aren't going to be able to compete. Not really.
So you
I guess
really
it's not
gotta
fair.
breed, and you gotta like bring up the young talent.
But, yeah, and the thing is, you look at their talent they have coming up, it's really good. Like, Moritz Seider looks like a steal they got at 6, and he's probably going to play next year. Lucas Raymond they got at 4 last year. A lot of people are saying he could be the most talented player out of that draft. But we'll have to see, because he got hurt this year at the end of the year. But he should be at camp, and then they have, a couple other guys coming up that look really good. So they could be good, but the NHL is such a weird league.
I mean, do you even want them to be good right away? Because it would. When
No, see, that's the issue. The issue
Yeah.
is the next 2 years, they're supposed to be that top-notch player at number 1 in the draft. So you kind of want them to be bad and win one of those draft lotteries.
For a shot.
Yeah.
Just for a shot.
It's gonna suck to watch as a fan because you really
Uh,
want them to make the playoffs. But
I mean, I think I'd rather see them be terrible again if it means that we'll come back way better. You
yeah.
know, get like someone better out
But
there.
I think just in general, these next two drafts are supposed to be pretty deep drafts.
I wouldn't really know. I don't even know how the hockey drafts work, to be honest. Is it mostly like U.S. players, or is it a good mix of like foreign U.S.?
It's a lot of Canadian players, a lot of U.S. players, but there are a lot of like Swedish and Russian players,
Hmm.
Finland, mostly a good mix of players from a lot of Canada.
Okay. I
Uh,
mean, that's probably what we
Canada,
should have figured, honestly.
U.S. You know, the U.S. development program's getting better, so a lot of those players, a lot of college players. Uh, and yeah, and then it's like Sweden because Swedish league is seen as like the third best league.
It's good to bet on. Or, I
Other
mean, like,
than
not
that,
good to bet on.
or
There's like a lot of games to bet
yeah,
on, though.
either that or the Russian league. There's like the other two top leagues. But
Just
the
like some
problem with
under the
Russian
NHL.
players is like if they're not playing over yet, it's hard sometimes to get them to come over to play for you.
Is it like visa reasons, or just they don't want to leave?
Some of them don't want to leave.
Hmm.
That was the problem with like the guy that's probably gonna win Rookie of the Year this year, Kirill Kaprizov. I don't know if they were having trouble getting him over because he didn't want to come over, or like they just wouldn't let him come over. Sometimes that happens too.
Yeah. I mean, I know that's pretty. It happens in baseball, or it used to happen in baseball a lot too.
Yeah. So
Be a
there's
lot of
that.
issues getting visas and stuff like that.
But we'll see. This year they should be able to get a decent player. It's not. It's gonna be a weird draft this year.
I mean, it's kind of just a shot in the dark, right? They're really just
I mean, yeah, a lot of people are saying that they think we're gonna take the goalie, but
do we
at the
need the
same
goalie?
time, some people don't think we should because like our goalie system's not as great as others.
Hmm.
But who really knows? But
I
we'll
don't
see.
know, honestly. It
It's
would be
interesting.
refreshing to have some good teams back. I know the Red Wings are good for a long time, and the Tigers were used to be a little more competitive, but you know, just
Yeah,
in my
that's. I
prime
think
sports time.
we're being uber punished
Yeah.
because even the Pistons were good for a good 4 or 5 year
We
stretch.
were so little. Like, I know that you were kind of like
I remember
you
most
knew
of
what
it.
was going on, but I'm saying like it'd be so much different now that we're in like the prime of our sports enjoyment.
I still say we have a good few years of that though.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm saying, like this, like in your 20s is a good time to see
Yeah,
your team win.
that's the weird thing
It's a
about sports
solid
is
time
that you really only start to appreciate it more
when you're older,
when you're older. Because well, one
yeah.
you can afford to go to games on your own or with your
Or you can go to the
buddies,
bar with your buddies,
or
or
you
just
can go
hang
to
out
the
at one of your
yeah you can
buddies'
go to the
house.
bar. Yeah.
No, I told you if the Lions go to the Super Bowl this year or next year, you're going with us. I don't know
I
where we're going.
I mean
I'll
I'll
drag you.
go. You think I know I would? That look,
It's a
we have
it's an
been so
occasion.
shit for so long.
Could you imagine the Lions versus the Rams in the NFL
That'd be
Super
something.
Bowl? Does Stafford do it to give us the win because he loves the city, or does he get the win on his own?
Here you guys go. Have fun.
That'd be a crazy game. I don't know
That
if
would
I
be.
don't think we're at all Super Bowl ready, but who
No,
knows?
nowhere
Maybe.
near.
I mean, we have Jared Goff. He could turn it on. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it's
And
kind of
then
weird.
the funny thing that I learned about the MLB is that in their draft they have something called competitive balancing picks. Do you know about
Okay.
that?
No, I don't know
So
what that's about.
at the end of the first round, I think they're still considered first round picks, and like the shitty teams in the league get like technically just a second first round pick near the end. I think is how it works. So let me. I'm gonna look
So
this
it's
up so
really
I can
just
tell you it.
longer than what it should be. Like it's just longer than what it
Let me
says
look
it
this up.
is.
MLB.
Little live research today on the pod.
Yep. How did it? The fuck did I just get sent?
Not sure.
No, my sister sent me something that I don't know why she sent me. Competitive balance draft picks. The 10 lowest revenue clubs
Revenue?
in. Okay, I guess so. The 10 lowest revenue clubs and the clubs from the 10 smallest markets are eligible to receive a competitive balance pick. Fewer than 20 clubs are in the mix each year.
So if no one's going, oh, we should be getting one of those then. You have fucking shitty ass revenue.
I don't even, yeah. So,
No
I don't
one
even
went
know
to
if the
the
Tigers
games
would
2
be
years ago.
considered part of this.
Why wouldn't we?
Example, in 2014, the Marlins traded their competitive balance A-round selection to the Pirates in exchange for Brian Morris.
Oh, you can trade it away too?
I guess.
Hmm.
Well, let's see. Pittsburgh, yeah, they get the first pick this year.
Yeah.
But that's
They need
because
it.
they were fucking ass last year. I'm trying to see.
They were pretty poo poo. This just sounds weird to me. It sounds like they're just it sounds exactly what it is, just competitive
Since
balancing.
2017, Major League Baseball has used a formula that combines revenue, winning percentage, and market score to award
Hmm.
draft picks to teams that fall in the bottom 10 in revenue or market size.
We should be in that bitch, boy.
That first year, 6 teams received round A picks, and 8 got round. I don't know what round A and round B are.
Does that
Actually,
mean
yeah,
that
we
fans
have
could
pick.
technically blow it and just not go to the games and we could get one? If
Yeah,
we're a
we
mediocre
have pick
team?
31.
Oh. So we do have it.
So yeah, basically it's just a second first round pick, so these shit teams can
Yeah,
try
just get
to
a little
get
something.
better.
A little balancing.
Yeah, and I can see why our
Whew.
market value is so garbage.
No one went to the games before COVID. More people are going now that it's over than before when it was a thing.
Oh, she's just showing. She sent us a picture of all the shit she bought with the gift card we got her.
Oh, that's wholesome. It's a nice wholesome moment.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, the
Recommendation for
MLB
anyone
is
out there
odd.
though. It's weird, but so recently, the Gooblin put me on
Hmm.
to I think I told you about it already, but like a new soundtrack, and it's called what's the exact name? Come on, Spotify, tell me. I need to get this shit right. It's called Sinovation, and a person went through and redid all of the Gen 4 Sino, like Diamond, Pearl, Platinum like music
Mm-hmm.
in jazz style. It's fucking awesome.
It does sound pretty interesting.
I mean, it's kind of like lo-fi ish things. Honestly, a lot of them sound like stuff you'd hear at Christmas, which is always, it's wholesome.
Yeah.
Just hearing that like Christmas vibe music, not fucking rocking around the Christmas tree, but kind of like
Yeah, I
the
gotcha.
theme they'd play when you walk like in like a Christmas movie when they're walking around a store, something like that. One of them nice boys. What the hell is the Chuckle Sandwich Podcast? Whatever. Weird recommendations. But yeah.
Keep getting like recommendations of. Well, not recommended, but stories about the teams, you know.
Mm. Me and you have some little testing to do tonight, though. We
Like
gotta see if all the hype's
this
true.
one is the top 3 Tigers prospects to keep an eye on in High A.
Mm. That's the full title.
Basically, yeah.
Jesus. But
I
yeah,
think these I have heard about though.
they did it, Bradley. They made the Milano God tier.
Oh, thank fuck! I had
Everyone said it
waited.
would never happen.
I was waiting with bated breath for the day
Yes.
that I could use that gun.
For the day the Milano actually wasn't fucking garbage.
Thank you, oh Call of Duty lords.
Yes, thank you, old camper gods in the sky. We appreciate and love you, Tomahawk
Lord of the
praise.
camps.
Yes. May we sing praises to your Semtex and perfectly cooked grenades and flashbangs.
May we sing praises to you sitting there with the fucking claymore.
What do you think is more toxic, claymores or bouncing betties? Or what makes you more mad, I guess, to get killed by?
Claymores.
You think claymores?
Claymores are annoying as shit. It's just because I have bad PTSD with them from the start of Modern Warfare 2019.
Ah,
Like,
yes.
that was the fucking brutal, man.
What- I mean, but you didn't like sitting in a building letting them recharge? I think bouncing betties make me more mad.
Yeah,
Because,
just because
like,
I don't notice
I can
them.
see a claymore's there most of the time, a little red line.
Mm-hmm.
But if it doesn't have a deep red line, that kind of sucks. But just getting killed by one, like the noise. Every time I hear the noise,
The only good thing about a bouncing buddy is if you can react, you can get down.
Not if there's a fucking shock charge on it, because the dude on B is a fucking asshole, and you're
I
about to
guess
just
so.
get slaughtered because he's throwing shock charges at you. You remember that? You
Do
didn't play
you,
Blops 2 that much, did though?
I do. I remember the shock charges.
Yeah, that was toxic.
Fucking. Or what about the people that camp the goddamn camera spike?
That took, but like, come on, that took effort. That thing sucked. Always did use it though. It was really funny. Just throw it down.
You're like, alright, I'll see whoever's coming.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely more tactical. I'd prefer that rather than a fucking bouncing Betty.
Yeah, because it doesn't. Like, gives them an advantage, but they gotta be paying attention and, like, watching it.
I mean, yeah, but if you had the perk where you don't show up on like, I think they're just cold blooded. But if you had that, they really couldn't see you that well. Unless
Yeah.
it's in like a lit area, because it had that thermal glow to it, the white thermal.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was annoying. That if you weren't running those perks, then they just saw you like a motherfucker.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I had like a not a, I don't know what it was. It was like a PTSD flashback the other day. I was just sitting here and I was just scrolling through Reddit, and someone like just like kind of debated me. They put the sound of the fucking 9 bang in a thing that didn't need like deserve it. It kind of scared me actually. Like
Good
my
old
body
9
tensed
bang.
up when I like heard the noise, like the charge up and everything. I was like, not that thing.
At toxicity in one fall swoop.
Yeah, nothing gave me more pleasure than playing Zero, and you just whip out that grenade and throw it at like, where's a good spot where it always had a bunch of shit? In firing range, and that one.
Oh, yeah.
And when we played Hardpoint, not the. What is that even called? Just the shooting range one. It's
What do
off.
you mean?
It's off the A spawn. I'm pretty sure. I think it's A.
Oh, yeah.
What's the spawn next to the Jeep with like the bathrooms to the right?
I think that's A.
Is it A? Okay, yeah, that building. If you threw one right there, ooh, the points.
Yeah,
you get like
you got a lot of
500
points.
points because people would put up those shields, fucking barbed wire, EMP away the barbed wire.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite mechanic. God, that was a good time to be Zero. Stealing everything was also always super fucking fun with her. I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, she
Just be
was
like,
a lot of fun
I'll
to
take
use.
that spy plane and fuck your attack chopper, asshole. Going 68-1. Not today. You
A
almost
lot
an
of people.
operator. No, you go.
I don't even know what I was gonna say actually. I just wanted to. I just started going. Actually, one of the things I hate the most about the new Black Ops is the fucking trophy system.
Oh yeah, that they're just so meta that they stop everything. There's
Yeah,
no
they shouldn't
cooldown.
be
There's
able
no
to stop
limit.
any special weapon.
Yeah, like they stop ballistic knives. They stop the crossbow. If they shoot a Molotov to fire,
They
it still
stop the
goes
nail
there.
gun.
Yep.
It's like it's just shit that should not be stopped.
I mean, the multiplayer in that game right now is literally terrible. If you try to play it, you're just gonna get frustrated so much. Unless you're
Yeah.
like stomping on kids. You know, we get those matches every now and then where you just fucking pub stomp.
I had
Most
one
of
of those the other day, and
we're
I was
getting
like,
dicked
"What am I
down.
playing against?"
It is always one am I playing against.
You feel kind of bad, honestly.
No, I don't anymore. From the abuse I receive from these fucking wannabe pro players jumping around corners after they stun me and go fuck themselves.
It's like, you already stunned me. There's no need to jump there.
Nah, dude, it's really just kind of sends a message. It's like when they pull out the LMG on fucking Garrison, even though they're already going off. You're
Yeah,
like,
you
oh,
know.
you're one of those guys.
They need to be
That's
like,
tough.
abusive.
Yeah, no, it goes from being like, ha ha ha, I'm just better than you, to, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking kick in your teeth.
Give me that fucking teeth, boy. You're getting kicked.
Mm. So what are some tacticals you forget about constantly? Or I guess tacticals or like ability things.
I don't know. Fucking decoy grenades.
Yeah, because no one ever uses them.
They're
That's
just
funny.
not useful.
I forget all the time that one dude was an operator. The fucking medic who would just give you more health and armor, like a little armor.
Oh yeah.
The only reason I kind of remember him is because he had that really cool skin where he was like a druid. It's a
Yeah,
cool
it
skin.
was a really nice skin.
Yeah. What was his LB? Because his LB
Oh,
RB was he gives
he had
everyone
the
that.
assault pack.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Fuck me, man. The dude you played all the time was the smoke grenade.
I either played him or Recon. Yeah.
What was Recon's?
He had the sensor dart, and then he had
That's
the
right. Oh,
glasses that would
yeah, the wall hacks.
yeah, wall hacks.
Mm-hmm. That was cool.
But only while he was still alive, and it was still up.
Yeah, I mean it was still annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Battery was fun. Just whipping that useless cluster grenade. Sometimes you get kills with it. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah, they really fucked up that cluster grenade.
Well, you either got 4 kills or you got a bunch of hit markers and thought, well, here we go again. Fuck, who else?
Oh
did I
yeah,
play
the
in that?
Olympics start next month, don't they?
Oh. I mean, listen, paraplegic hockey was already going hard, dude. The USA is fucking cleaning house right now. We own them.
I know like a few of the big, I guess like names. I don't even know who really is the big names, but like I guess they didn't even make it.
Simone Boyles.
I'm pretty sure she did.
I would say she's like an icon.
I mean, she's insane.
Yeah. I mean, if you live, breathe, and eat gymnastics, I'd hope you'd hone your craft.
Yeah, it's true.
Who thought that needed to be a thing? Like, I'm not saying it's not a sport, but I'm saying where does the origin of it come from?
I mean, it's gotta be as old as fuck. It's just
Yeah,
like
is
they were
is
like,
it
oh,
kinda
these
just
people
like
are really
tribal
flexible, and you can. I mean, there's
You think
probably
that's what it
some of
comes
it,
from?
but
You know, you see like, what can I talk about? That isn't like weird or offensive. In Mexico, sometimes they have like the dudes that come out and dance. It's kind of like a mix of like an Azteca thing, but some of the native people still do it. Like
yeah,
stuff like that. I think it's probably plays a part in it, honestly. It kind of looks like that, minus all the flips and shit.
mhm.
I don't know. I never like found that like interesting to watch. I always thought like I like seeing the flips. That was always cool. But like the stuff they do in between, kind of boring, honestly.
That's pretty fair, I would say.
Yeah. What other sports or Olympic things are there that I love and hate? I love and hate curling. I love the idea of curling, but I hate the actual thing of it.
I
It's
mean,
so
the
funny
USA
to me.
won curling a couple years ago.
I have a shirt. It says USA Curling. No,
It's a
I was
beautiful
not on
thing.
the team. If that's what you're wondering, I just thought it was hilarious that it was $10 on Amazon for official like Olympic merchandise.
Hey, that's a good deal.
Hey, I wonder how many people bought them. I wonder if I
More
can
than
still
you
go on
think.
I wonder if I can still go on the back stock and find them. Probably
I
not,
mean, they
honestly.
probably have way too many of them.
Curling has that weird. I feel it has like a very loyal, dedicated fan base. So what this podcast used to be would be the weird things I think in my head all the time, and we would just talk about it. We don't do that as much anymore. We kind of just bullshit. But I do have one thing I thought about recently that would be kind of funny to talk about, or just hear your input on.
Alright.
Are you prepared?
As I'll ever be.
Okay. So I was watching American Pickers, right?
Mhm.
And they were just digging through shit, going through garage after garage. This guy had a shit ton of like globes, and they were just asking about him. Like, "Oh, why do you have all these globes?" And his response was, "So I can remember what the world's like." I thought that was pretty dumb, but it got me thinking. If you have a globe in your house, like a proper globe, right? Like a nice kind of expensive
Yeah.
one.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Are you like basically is it a requirement that you have to have some kind of treasure in the middle of that globe? Even if it's nothing. Even if it's like a bag of Reese's. Like you got to put something in there, right? Just for the one person who cares to look at it.
I think the only thing you could really put in there would be like some kind of document. Well, just
Like
because,
National Treasure style.
like, if anybody heard it, they would be like, you'd be able to know something's in there because you hear it like rattling around, you feel it. A piece of, a document wouldn't, one, it wouldn't
I
add
guess
weight
you're
to
right.
it.
It's got to be like light
And
enough.
two, you wouldn't really hear it
Yeah, it's
rolling
gotta
around
be,
if you
like,
put it in there
light.
correctly. Say, like, tape it around the things it spins on.
That's why you gotta
Someone
put the
just,
light to it from the bottom so you can
for
see the
whatever
shadow
reason,
of the
yeah,
tape.
someone fucking just opens the globe for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I always thought. Every time I see it, that someone has like a globe in their house, not like the shitty ones we had at school, like the blue ones, but like one that sits on like the wooden thing. It's a
Yeah,
proper
one of those
one.
really nice big ones.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's got to be something in the fucking middle of this. I've seen too many movies for it not to be a thing someone would do. Can you
I
imagine you live your
mean,
whole
probably more
life
often than not.
as like a only child, right? Your
Yeah.
mom and your dad love you. One night you have your buddies over, right? You guys are getting a little too wild downstairs. The shots are flowing, the beers are being chugged. Some dude's throwing up in the bathroom, and you're telling him to be quiet because my mom might hear you. And like someone just pushes and shoves jokingly, and someone falls into the globe, and the globe breaks open. And then you look at the globe, and you see there's papers in the globe, and you go, "Oh my god, we gotta read this." So you pick up the globe or the papers in the globe. You put them on the little table in front of you. You see it says adoption papers. And this whole time you've been adopted and didn't know.
That
And
would
they
be
were gonna
tough.
they were gonna let you find out when you were ready to open the globe. And now you found out that you are indeed adopted.
That would be not fun.
Yeah. Or it just has some kind of ancient weapon that can kill Beelzebub. Like
Yeah.
a dagger blessed by the Ninth Holy Roman Empire or whatever.
Any of those would be interesting.
What do you think would be the worst thing you could put in there? Like the dumbest. Like if you opened the globe and saw that, you'd be like, man, what the fuck? Fuck you.
Just a pack of condoms.
Were you a raw boy?
Condoms? What the fuck are these in here?
No. Fuck, what would... Okay. Hear me out. Do you know when you get like a... Remember when you used to get toys? How they're in like the plastic packaging?
Yeah.
And you gotta tear them from the back? That
Yeah.
weird kind of like cardboard feel stuff?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What if it was just the whole globe was just filled with that?
Just that packaging.
Yeah, that like weird packaging. Just the brown stuff on the back though, not the plastic.
That'd be pretty fucked up.
I mean, I think that'd be fucking hilarious just to
I don't
open
know
that
who
shit
would
up.
be a big enough sociopath to do that, but
I would. I honestly thought about doing it.
yeah, well, here's your answer.
I don't even know why you would have to ask. Who would do such a thing? You know exactly who would do such a thing. I would do such a thing.
You would be. Yeah, that's true.
Well, it is what it is. I have a lot of crazy things, like I'll never own a pair of wind chimes. We've been over this though, but just to restate a fact, don't own wind chimes. It's inviting the ghost to play with the wind chimes. You don't want that. No
Sure,
one
buddy.
wants that. What do you think the scaling is when you say that there's stuff going on in your house, right? Like, you see a cabinet move every now and then, or you hear something in the hallway when no one's home. When you put the camera to record stuff, what's the scaling on how much it increases? Does it depend on how expensive the camera is?
Maybe? I don't really know.
I don't know. Like, you always see it in, the Paranormal Activity. The more cameras they put out, the fucking more pissed the ghost gets. So it's just number of cameras, then, you think?
Honestly, it's something I don't think about.
Sometimes it's just me and my madness, isn't it?
I do really believe that it is.
Sorry, I'm excited to see what these fucking tracer rounds look like, though, from Milano. Because,
They
the
do
other
look
ones,
nice.
the,
I like
the
them.
Sakura ones they had before on that the Ronin guys stuff, they looked really good. So I want to see if they're as nice.
I don't think they have the same effects.
No, I don't. I don't think so either. But I'm excited nonetheless to see this fucking shitty Milano in action.
Hey man, it's not shitty. What are you talking about?
You're right. It's not anymore. It's fucking an AR basically. I don't know what the bullet velocity is actually, but I know it's got decent damage. So that's fucking something, isn't it?
I mean, it shoots a little slower.
It's got that. Yeah. I don't know, but that's for people who kind of want to push in with the SMG just for the movement speed of it, but still want to be able to gunny you, get a little bit further away.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. We've been playing more cheaters recently, though. I think it might just be because of the new season. The
That
anti-cheat's got
could
to
be
pick
it.
back up.
Noticed a couple, yeah.
Start banning these motherfuckers. I don't know, you think it would be easier to fucking catch them? Like, oh, some dude shooting me with a Farah from 30 yards out with no recoil, huh? Okay. Alright, that's fine.
It's always exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, fucking treating it like that one game, Duck Hunt, basically. It's what it feels like sometimes.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of them, like the dog and the dude's heads switched. That was weird. That was a scary picture.
Yeah, it would be pretty fucked up.
How'd you like that Jigglypuff picture, though? That was something out of Nightmares, right?
Yeah, that was nightmare fuel.
Yeah, listen, folks. Buff Quagsire might be Jesus, but fucking yoked Jigglypuff with human arms and legs like Arnold Schwarzenegger is the Lord. You
It is something that you never want to see.
On the name of Jigglytuff. Or Jigglypuff. Wigglytuff is the one that I love because I look like Wigglytuff. There's an emotional connection there.
You share, yeah, you gotta share the connection to it.
Yes, we do. I always, when I was little, this is gonna sound fucked up, but I thought Wigglytuff was made out of Go-Gurt because it had like the same color scheme as one of the Go-Gurts.
I mean, I guess I could see it.
I think it's just because it was pink. Like I was just a dumb kid.
Probably, yeah. It might done it.
Well, because it was so like floofy too. Like you would see it get hit, and it would just be like fucking hitting Luffy. Like it's just, I don't even, what's that word? Like rubbery.
Yeah, I think that'd be the correct term.
Yeah. I don't know. Underrated Pokemon, still terrible in battle. But if I was gonna get a giant, like, not plushie, that's an insult to what the size of this thing would be. Kind of like a bean bag. You know, maybe a giant, yeah, like one of those. It would be a Wigglytuff.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Or Gardevoir, just to make people who come to my room anxious.
Like, why is that there?
Be like, why is it standing up in the corner, and why does it have its own blanket? What the fuck?
What am I looking at?
Listen, sometimes there's things you really don't want the answer to.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it.
You won't like the answer. I'm excited for Sinnoh, though. Excited to get to, like, the 6th gym. And stop playing.
I will finish it.
I'm gonna try to. I was telling Hav, like, we should find a way to make the fucking This Guy's music from this innovation be the music in the game, because I know they didn't do shit with it.
They probably just did the whole thing where they updated a little bit.
I mean, but how do you, like, update music? It didn't sound that bad.
Make it more HD, I don't really know.
Yeah, HDify my music. Put that shit in 4K.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. We'll be able to tell from the fucking title screen if they did anything with it.
Yeah, you'll be able to know right away.
I want to hear that noise when you click start. You know the noise. It's a good fucking noise.
It's very, very nice.
Yeah. It brings cummies to the sky.
Yes, it does.
Well, anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think that about sums it up.
Nah, it really just encapsulates us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for coming by and listening.
It's been a real
as
one.
As always. It's been a one. Stay safe.
Bye-bye.